I started cooking fairly recently. Coming into my sophomore year of college, I just needed a cheaper way to get food for myself. I wanted to get off the meal plan, and I thought that cooking was like a fun, practical skill for me to have. So I started studying up on it, doing research, and a lot of what I make tries to be on the cheaper end. I try to spend on average like $3 a meal for a week, and that's how I try to get by. Growing up, has been a lot of both my parents work, so they order 2 to 3 pizzas a week. But also there's some staples. I miss some of the more expensive meals that I don't cook for myself, like shrimp scampi or the occasional crab.
My favorite dish, my mom would always ask me what I want for my birthday, and the answer was the same every time. She made this French toast casserole that I asked for breakfast, and there'd be fresh berries that went on top of it, strawberries and raspberries. Raspberries are my favorite, and then there'd be that powdered sugar on top. That's something that's not even in my utility on how to cook. It's just something.
Last vegan week, I really didn't perform up to what I think my capabilities are. I think I put a lot more pressure on myself to try to win the competition than what I needed to. I tried to get a little bit extra fancy with it, do things that I hadn't done before. And that's sort of what the competition's about, but I took it too far, and a lot of that came back to bite me. My scores were lower, and I was in the bottom half of the competition with both my dishes, and I just want to do better than that this time. That's the alarm telling me to wake up and get my stuff together this time.
Hey guys, it's Trevor here. Today I made for you a vegetable dumplings to go alongside 2 different types of sushi. One of them uses aubergine instead of eel, and the other uses Roman tomatoes instead of salmon. So it's kind of like a salmon sashimi and like an eel sushi kind of thing that I'm doing. What stands out most about this dish is that I haven't ever really cooked with eggplant before, and so it's something that's kind of new territory for me, and I know that most of the judges don't like it, so even then I'm still confident I can knock their socks off with it. I'm really hoping to get, honestly, anything above a D. I'm not the strongest chef out there, but I put in the work and I put in the effort, so I just hope to impress the judges today. Thanks.
yet, dipshit. Start over.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, come to you live with the second to final episode of Vegan Week.
Yeah, it's been a big week, and tonight was a heavy hitter for sure. I think we can all agree on that.
Yep.
It definitely was something.
Was it good? Was it bad? We're about to find out.
Yeah.
All right, Caleb, what do you put for taste?
Well, I think that Trevor really upped his game from what I've seen in the past. The dumplings were on a whole nother level, and each piece of the sushi was very well balanced in flavor. So I gave it a 10 out of 10 for taste.
Wow. I went a little bit down on that. We wait for our other judge to return. She had to go turn off something. I gave it a 9 out of 10. I felt it was very tasty. Definitely tasted like what I would want it to taste like. My taste buds were really craving something good tonight, and I think he delivered. The only a little drawback was, the dumplings, if you guys know Trevor, you guys know that Trevor has tried dumplings over and over again, and he just, it gets better and better every time, but it's still just not there for me. Also, he didn't add the wasabi on this thing, so we had to go get that ourselves. And after that, it really just elevated the dish to new levels. My mind was expanded by a few million synapses. Yeah, so I just gave it a 9 out of 10. What about you?
For taste?
Yes.
For taste, I gave it an 8 out of 10.
Ooh.
I really enjoyed it. I liked the filling of the dumplings a lot better this time. Last time was more savory, and this time there was an acidity element that I really enjoyed. I really loved the tomato salmon, whatever that's called. That was really good in my opinion, especially when we put the wasabi on it. I just really didn't like the eggplant ones. And I don't like eggplant in person, but I don't think that was it. I think it was kind of just charred a little bit too much, and the burnt flavor kind of stuck in my mouth for me. So brought it down a little bit on that one. But yeah, overall, pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to agree with you on most of the points there, except for a few. Let's move on to preparation now. Caleb, what do you think
Well, I have to be honest, when it comes to presentation, I was disappointed.
Did I say preparation?
Yeah. But yeah, I was just, there's no other way to put it, I was disappointed with the presentation. I thought that it seemed like they were organized on the plates, mostly just piled together, and I wasn't very impressed. Also, something I did slightly take into account for this was that a lot of the sushi fell apart as I was eating it.
Ooh, yeah.
So I put that into this category too. So
Yeah, if I had to go to mark down a category, it'd definitely be preparation. I gave that an 8 out of 10. I think it was designed quite nicely. It was very neat. It was very orderly. I liked the chopsticks, although the chopsticks were really hard to pick up. If you were able to see in the footage of me eating before. But yeah, I think it was great. Also, these are a little bit too tall for me to dip my chopsticks in. So, not saying that that's a big thing, it's just, just little things add up, and so, in this case, all the little things kind of subtracted away, and so left with an 8 out of 10 for present preparation.
Yeah, I went with a 9 out of 10 for this round. I really enjoyed the presentation, how they were laid out, but I do agree with Caleb and Evan on the glasses. I'm not a big soy sauce person, so when I do get soy sauce, I like a very little bit, but my sushi at points was crumbling into the soy sauce, and so I got a lot more than I intended. But yeah, overall, I really enjoyed the way it was presented, and yeah.
Caleb, you never said your score. You just said you didn't score
I
it.
didn't say my score.
You didn't. That's what I kept trying to tell you with my
God.
mouth.
Well, I gave it a 4 out of 10 for my score.
Oh!
No.
Sorry, I thought I said that. I got carried away in my explanation without actually saying it.
Dang.
Yeah,
Well.
I was not impressed with the presentation.
Were you impressed at all by the crepe activity?
Well,
The
what I
creativity.
thought with the crepe activity was a bit similar to what I thought for taste. When I was going through my mind rating it, I thought I can't ask for anything more than this. So I also gave it a 10 out of 10.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm going to start off and preface by saying I gave it a 9 out of 10. I felt it was very creative, but honestly, if anything has eggplant in it and it's something I don't automatically throw up at the sight of, we're getting there, and that's progress, and that's good. And I actually enjoyed the eggplant sushi. I thought it was great. Yeah, so that's pretty much the main takeaway I had from this. So I marked it. I didn't give you a full 10 out of 10, Trevor, because of something. I don't remember. Anyways, yeah. I mean, you know, when you've reviewed so much food as me, you know, that you tend to forget the small little details. So yeah. But anyways, I get a 9 out of 10. Killer. What about you, Jade?
Yeah, I thought it was really creative. I gave it a 10 out of 10. This is something Evan and I have never done.
No.
And you've been vegan I've been vegan for a while, but
Yeah.
you've been vegan for a hot minute now.
Exactly.
And it's nothing I think we would ever not think of doing. Like, I think we'd want to do it, but definitely takes a lot of time and effort, and just transforming those ingredients into other things is, I think, pretty creative in and of itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
All right. Well, this definitely spruces up the competition. Anyways, we'll get those scores up for you guys so you can see them. And yeah, it has been a blast for you guys this week. I can't wait for you guys to see the finale tomorrow. Anyways, stay hungry, guys. We'll get you back with a review for the award-winning chef right about now.
So Trevor, how did we do today?
I did good. I did really good. I've been hyping up this dish all week. I knew it was going to be a heavy hitter. I'm in the lead. I feel really comfortable, really comfy going into the last day. Caleb doesn't take that back. He tried to tank my score. That 4 out of 10 in presentation was a joke, but you know it will still hold up. He's not hitting as high marks as I did.
Yeah, that was a really many people say a miracle comeback performance to go from worst on the first day to first in the 6th day. You've had to go through a lot of vegan dishes. Apart from what you made tonight, what's been your favorite so far?
Apart, like, what of dishes that
Which dish the other contestants have made?
Dish that the other contestants have made. Probably Caleb's first dish. I mean, that was the highest score coming into today. I liked that one a lot.
What's your take on the two vegans not being in first place contention and actually more being near the bottom of the scores this week?
You know, I just think they got cocky. I think they got comfortable because, you know, we started this last month. They were the clear favorites. They get 3 days a week to put up the highest score. They get 3 tries and we only get 2. So all of that stacked against us. They thought that we weren't going to come in with enough heat, but we're taking at least the top 2 dishes. And maybe if Caleb hits tomorrow, we're going to take the top 3 dishes this week. I'm hoping that lights a fire under them so they can maybe come back next month and put up a fight. But this month, I think they just got a little bit too comfortable.
Speaking of tomorrow, how do you anticipate Caleb's dish doing?
I haven't gotten any hints about it. He just says that there's like high risk, high reward on his end, kind of like what I did tonight, but I have no idea what kind of flavors he's bringing, or I haven't gotten any hints.
All right, and I guess we're just going to kind of end this interview off with a little, celebratory question in case you do win. So let's say Caleb misses tomorrow. What are you going to do when we find out that
Trevor is crowned Vegan Week King.
Oh man, how do I celebrate? I mean, well, I'm gonna get donuts, I think. That's the hope, is that the losers are buying donuts. Everybody gets to eat them, but I don't have to pay for them. I'm more concerned with the Braves qualifying for the World Series. We're heading to Game 7 as of today, so I'm more concerned with that than winning this competition right now.
All right. Well, always humble, Trevor. Thank you so much for your time today. We look forward to seeing what you can do in future vegan weeks.
Yeah. Stay hungry, you guys.